Good Erev Shabbos. This week's Parshas Vayechi, and I remember a few years ago when I was still in yeshiva, we had a guest come to yeshiva, helped to arrange it. Was the Pittsburger Rebbe from Ashdod. He came to join us to speak to the boys in yeshiva, give some chizik. So it was, I think it was by Parshas Vayechi. He mentioned when we were walking into the Bais Medrash, he saw the yeshiva is called Lander College for Men. So he said, he heard a lot of the Gedolim were against college. I said, don't worry, this college, everything's Altar Sekodesh. The yeshiva has to approve of everything, and everything is. We make sure there's no kfira, no, nothing like that. The yeshiva was in charge of that. Should have shlema. Anyway. And we explained that the hashkafa of the college is Torah uparnasa, meaning that the only reason that we're learning for college is just to make a parnasa, not because of respect to put Torah on equal footing with secular studies. It's just as important to make a living. So he was satisfied with that. He came in, he spoke. He speaks English very well. He was born in Newark, New Jersey. I remember one of my Rebbeim from high school. He went into the Pittsburger Rebbe. He told a story, and he said he walks into the Rebbe. He said, Slicha, Hayiddish shali lo kol kach tov. He asked if he could speak it in Ivrit, in modern Hebrew, because his Yiddish is not so good, or maybe Lashon HaKodesh, whatever it was. So then the Rebbe looked at him and said, I was born in Newark, New Jersey. We can speak English. So anyway, Pittsburger Rebbe should be well. He said the Chasam Sofer brings, why in this week's parsha is the bracha for Zvulun before the bracha for Yisachar? Zvulun was the Soicher. He was the he went to work. He was and Yisachar was the Talmud Chacham. So you would think that the Torah scholars would have their blessing first. So what was the so he said that we can look at it like this. The Chasam Sofer says, and this is how the Rebbe explained it. He said, if there's someone who works for a living and he works very hard and he's jealous of the one who's able to learn all day, that's a very high level, because ish lefi mahaloi, a person is judged by what he looks up to, what he aspires to. So here he has gashmias, here he has material wealth, and he's jealous of the one who has a more spiritual life. On the other hand, we have someone is sitting learning kollel, but he doesn't appreciate what a treasure he has, and he's jealous of the guy who works for a living and makes a lot of money, because here he's more comfortable materially, but he doesn't realize what a treasure he has spiritually. So therefore, obviously the best thing is to learn and to appreciate what you have. But self kol self, the one who works and appreciates learning, is higher than the one who quote unquote learns all day but doesn't really learn. The Chavetz Chaim says that if there's a person who works all day and he devotes his spare time to learning Torah, it's considered as if he learned Torah all day, as opposed to the one who quote unquote is learning all day and he takes a break and he's during the Seder he's supposed to be learning and instead gets a coffee. It's not as high of a level. Not that there's anything wrong with sitting and learning. Really, for someone, maybe the first year of marriage, the first 2 years of marriage, even if their learning isn't the best, sit in kollel is a good thing to start the married life off in Kedusha and Tahara before going into the work world. But more than 1 or 2 years, it's time to go to work already. Unless you're really a masmid and you're really Talmud Chochem, you're gonna go on to be a dayan or a sofer and make your parnasa from Torah. So, but self kol self, that's what the Rebbe said, that the higher level is the one who works and appreciates learning than the one who's learning, quote unquote, all day, but really is jealous of the one who's working. At that time, in the yeshiva, they were trying to boost morale, and they called it team positive, that the guys should have better morale and be more happy with their life. And the Manal, when he heard this Dvar Torah, he said, the Rebbe here is team positive. He's boosting the boys' morale, and he appreciated it very much. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Chazak, chazak, v'nischazek.